What's going on? Dylan Conrad, Metabolic as F. Today I'm going to talk to you about how to party like a rock star and still see results. Before I get into that, if you watch this on YouTube, please like, subscribe, turn notifications on, Spotify, iTunes, bell button, algorithm, hit the bell button, leave a review, follow, all that good stuff. So how to party like a rock star and still see results. I'm going to give you, I actually made a reel on this, but I wanted to expand on it because I feel like with reels it's so condensed, you can only get in so many words. But I've had clients in the past that, and currently actually, that have like really hardcore partying lifestyles, and it's different for each client what strategy is going to work for them. So this is just I'm going to give you like a general outline of what I did with one of these clients to see progress and still live their partying lifestyle. I have clients that are like in their 50s and 60s and party harder than I did when I was in my 20s. And that's saying a lot because I felt like I really partied hard. But anyways, so I had a client who refused to give up her partying lifestyle, and she still lost 30 pounds and just crushed it. So this was years ago. But I'm going to show you exactly how I set this up. I'm going to break it up into nutrition. I'm going to break it up into supplementation, and then her training is what we'll go over last. So as far as the nutrition, she partied Thursday through Saturday, basically, like a college student, right? She wasn't a college student, but that's when I was joking. So Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night. So she partied three nights a week. And what we did on Sunday through Wednesday is we had hyper anti-inflammatory, kind of aired on the low carb side so we can get her more insulin sensitive, because when you're drinking alcohol, you become very insulin resistant really quick. So that was really important. So we hit a slight calorie deficit during those days, and then on her partying days, we actually had just maintenance. So hyper anti-inflammatory, high protein, lower carbs, Sunday through Wednesday. Okay. Then it was pretty moderate to higher carbs, Thursday through Sunday, Thursday through Saturday, and we also counted the alcohol she was drinking as carbohydrates. Now, with alcohol, it's actually its own macronutrient. So there's protein, there's carbohydrates, there's fat, and then the actual fourth macronutrient is just alcohol. So if you log that in MyFitnessPal, it won't even show up. So I needed to log it as carbohydrates. So yeah, that's basically what we did. In terms of the alcohol, what we would do in MyFitnessPal is we would just add in 500 calories of alcohol. Yes, I know it's a lot. I'm neither here nor there. I'm not gonna say anything, but it was 500 calories of alcohol, and we stuck to mainly the clear liquors, so tequila, vodka, gin, and just sodas, right? No tonic water, no stuff like that. Just really clean. Okay. And then if you're kind of looking at the spectrum, one thing I did want to expand on the reel is that if you're looking at the spectrum of how bad an alcohol is for you versus like how less bad it is, because it's all bad for you. You're looking at clear alcohols, then you're looking at darker alcohols, bourbon, that type of thing. Then you're gonna be looking at beer, and then the worst for you is actually wine. I think white wine is the worst after red wine, and that's just in terms of your body processing it. Now, this is perfect segue to get us into. Oh, sorry. Before I get into that, dang, that was such a good segue. I had her fast. I also had her fast until like 12 to 2, and she just drank sparkling water and coffee. And this also increased her insulin sensitivity, and also just allowed her to have calories later in the day since she was out pretty late those 3 nights. Okay, looking at my notes here. Okay, so in terms of her meals on her drinking days, her first meal was around 12 to 2 before the gym. That was banana with honey. And then she would have a post-workout protein shake all 3 of those days she trained on. She would do about, we'll get into that actually in the training, but, and then she had lower glycemic, slower digesting carbohydrates for those 2 meals that she was eating those 3 days rather. Higher protein, lower glycemic carbohydrates, so something like some lean turkey with a sweet potato, something like that, and like a salad. That way she could stay satiated, her stomach can stay full and voluminous, and yes. So, okay, in terms of her supplementation, first and foremost, most important, was activated charcoal. So activated charcoal, about 5 to 8 pills. It's what they actually give people that have alcohol poisoning to mop up all the alcohol and flush out of their body. So it's a really good detoxer, and it helps you with hangovers. Like, you typically don't have a hangover or as bad. So 5 to 8 pills post drinking with a bottle of water, you're good to go. And then we also supplement with a supplement called boron. So boron actually frees up your testosterone. You're like, well, this is a girl. Why'd you do that? Because women need to build muscle as well. So what we did was you had on boron, 2 in the morning, 2 in the evening. I forget the dosing of that, to be honest with you. I'll try to put in the show notes if I can remember. And that way, when she was, trying to build lean muscle, it wasn't, the alcohol wasn't taking away from that, because, obviously it's going to otherwise. And then the last one we had was glycerol and magnesium. Glycerol was actually in her workout routine powder. It was like in her intra powder. She'd drink it during her workout. So that helped with her hydration, as well as magnesium just in the morning. Those were her supplements, multivitamin and a fish oil, as usual. Okay. As far as her training, she trained 3 days a week, and actually she did 3 days of cardio as well. So 3 days a week she was training, doing strength training. We're trying to build her glutes, so it was 2 lower, 1 upper. Then sorry about my daughter if you can hear that in the background. And then we had 3 days of cardio. So those cardio days were on the same days that she drank, just to, just in case we can offset anything extra that happened that night. So we usually did 30 to 45 minutes on the stair mill, in conjunction with those days, so that on that Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Okay. And then she worked out usually like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, something like that. I liked her to work on her non-drinking days, because it's going to inhibit your performance and inhibit your, ability to build muscle. And that's about it. So obviously this is a very general outline. This is what we used for that specific person. It's going to differ from person to person. If you want to party like an a-hole or like a lush, and you want to see results at the same time, it definitely is possible. You just need to set the right strategy, and you need to have a lot of accountability, because it's like really easy to fall off your routine. So if you want help with that, DM me on Instagram, Dylan A. Conrad, and I will help you set that up. Anyways, I hope you enjoy whatever day you're listening to this on, and happy day.